Welcome to Axis Interactive. My name is Andrew, and in this video I'm going to show you how to find and install and uninstall add-ons. Alright, here we are in Blender 5.2, picking up from where we left off in the last video from downloading Blender and installing it. I'm just going to clear the scene. I'm going to hit A, and then I'm going to hit X, and that's going to delete it. You might have a pop-up after you hit X. I just have that disabled. If we go up to the top left and where it says Edit, choose that and then Preferences. There's two ways to install add-ons in Blender in 2026. There's the extensions and then there's add-ons. Same thing, it's just how they're delivered to you. So an extension is a cloud-based add-on. It's something that is constantly up on the internet that you have a live link to through Blender. Now, when you first start up Blender, you're going to have a question sort of pop up in the top here. It's either stay offline or go online. If you choose go online, you'll see a menu like this, where you can browse through add-ons through that cloud server, and then you can choose to install them or not. Now, if you install them, you're not stuck with them. You can deactivate them or uninstall them. You don't have to pay for them. There's no security risks beyond anything else on the internet with, activating this. I'd say it's pretty safe, so nothing really to worry about. But let's try installing one. So I've already installed Loop Tools. That's a great one, I think, for everyone to use. I'm going to install Node Wrangler, if that's an extension. I don't think it is. I'm going to try extra, and then, okay, we've got extra mesh objects, extra curve objects. I'd recommend both of those. I'm going to start with extra mesh objects. I'm going to hit install. Now it says it's at the bottom it's installed, and then it took a second for it to show up in the installed section. So be patient, it'll work for you. Extra curve objects, I'm going to do that as well because it's a good add-on. Now, here we are. I've used the search bar to narrow things down, right? So I'm going to hit X and to clear that out. And now I can see all of the available extensions in a browse sort of fashion. And these ones at the top under the installed category, that's all the stuff that I've installed. Now, if I wanted to uninstall them, just clicking on that downward facing chevron on the right and then choose uninstall, that'll take care of that. But if you wanted to disable it, you can go to add-ons and you can see that they're here as well. So extensions also show under the add-ons tab. This is going to be your main tab, is the add-ons tab. And you just use a checkbox to enable or disable. And while I'm here, it's worth showing you that you can fly down the preferences for each add-on. So just be sure to check that out because some of them have some pretty useful preferences to dive into. Like some of them list the key bindings or the keyboard shortcuts. So this is Node Wrangler. Now, Node Wrangler, I believe, is disabled by default, but it comes shipped with Blender as like part of what you actually install. So I would turn that one on for sure. That's going to be handy for you. So now we've shown you the extensions method, the cloud-based method, and I've shown you a little bit in the add-ons tab. The cool things about this is that you can sort of filter out all the ones that aren't enabled with this button. But for now, I'm just going to show you how to install one from scratch. So say you went online and you purchased an add-on, or you found one that was only available by download on a site like maybe Gumroad or Superhive. What you would do is once you downloaded the zip file, you'd go to this area where it's the downward facing chevron, and you would install from disk. You'd locate your zip file and you'd install, and then should take about 10 seconds, show up in the list, and you'd be done. Now, if the developer had thought of it to uninstall it, what you would do is scroll down and find an uninstall button, or if that's not available, the backup on how to remove an add-on is a little bit convoluted, but I'll show you. What you do is you go to your File Explorer, or however you navigate your files in your operating system. You go to your primary drive. You're probably going to have to show your hidden files or hidden items. I believe users. The user that you have this installed for, in my case, that's Axis Interactive. Then app data, roaming, Blender Foundation, Blender, the version of Blender that you want to uninstall it for, and then extensions, and then user default, and then you're finally there. So anything in here other than .blender_extension or ext, those are all add-ons that would have been unzipped from that zip file through Blender's installation process. So you would just delete this folder and that would be uninstalled. Now, I'll just quickly wrap up where you might find some of the features from each add-on, because everyone's a little bit different. Sometimes you have your content sort of added to an existing menu like this. So this is extra mesh objects. I think it's everything after the monkey is from that add-on. Node Wrangler is only apparent in a certain workspace like shading. Anywhere you're in this node editor, I'm not as familiar with it. If you hit, I think, Control-T, on one of your nodes, you'd be able to quickly add a few others to it. But for the most part, if you hit the N key, you can bring up this side panel. For you, it's probably looking like one of these 3 by default. But anything below animation should be a Blender add-on that you would have installed. So screencast keys, how I'm showing you the information that I'm pressing. This is an add-on that I downloaded, and that's a free one, so you should be able to get that too if you wanted to. Down below that is Pulse. This is an add-on that I made, and I'll make future videos for that. But this is kind of like the main area for an add-on to show up. All right, so that's add-ons in a nutshell. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. This is Andrew from Axis Interactive signing out. I'll catch you in the next one.